Congress says e-cigarette manufacturers are characterizing flavors like watermelon bubblegum and tutti frutti in order to appeal to younger children and teens under 18. Police say soon after Muncie stole those credit cards, she came here to Midlothian and went on a shopping spree, including one here at this Walmart. AAA says that motorcycle fatalities are down by 33%, and in the Commonwealth, that's a 4-year low. So that's right, 6-year-old Kenneth Stanley has been diagnosed with a rare form of leukemia. And to help pay off some of the mounting medical bills, the Sweet Frog on Laburnum Avenue held a fundraiser for him. That same Sweet Frog was robbed just last month. Surveillance video right here captures the crooks taking off with cash from the store and the Stanley family donations.
We need to ask ourselves, did that money that they took, did it make a difference in their life? I mean, because it made a difference in this kid's life.
Saturday, Jason Maines presented the Stanleys with a $500 check to help pay for Kenneth's chemo treatments. The Stanleys say the gift is priceless, and organizers tell us that they were able to replace the stolen money, raising $3,000 for Kenneth on Saturday. If you would like to donate to the Kenneth Family Fundraiser, you can visit any Wells Fargo bank. Henrico police also say that they have strong leads in the case and are close to catching the suspects. In the newsroom, I'm Kima Scott. Well, Greg, you know, back in May, Mayor Dwight Jones took his proposal off the table before City Council had a chance to shoot it down. The multi-million-dollar project called for building a stadium and ballpark in downtown Richmond. And now, nearly a month later, the mayor tells CBS 6 he's going forward with his baseball plan.
At this point, it does.
It does include baseball?
Yes.
Why do you think there's so much resistance to putting that in Shakopee?
I think that because it's never been there and people are resistant to change. I think that's one reason. And then, you know, this is a big money deal.
The mayor wouldn't release details of the new plan or when he plans to announce it to the public. However, he did tell us he's eyeing the 60 acres around the diamond that's considered prime real estate. You can find more on the story on our website at WTVR.com. In the newsroom, I'm Kima Scott for CBS 6 News. Hey Greg, police responded to the 300 block of Davisville Court around 4 Saturday afternoon regarding a domestic dispute. That's where they found 28-year-old Catherine Elizabeth Lipford dead on the ground. Neighbors there who live in the apartment complex tell CBS 6 off camera that this area is a particularly quiet one. Police say that both Lipford and the man suspected in the stabbing, Ulysses Blanding Jr., lived at the townhome community. Blanding Jr. was taken into custody last night, and he is charged with first-degree murder in this case. Greg, I'll send it back to you. Women strapping on their helmets and hitting the streets on motorcycles.
Motorcycles have always been a man's world, and a female coming into a man's world, you can feel a little bit empowered.
Not only are more women riding, but fewer of them get hurt.
So experience really plays a key.
Martha Mead with AAA says women are more nurturing, more protective, and more likely to take a rider safety class than men.
Female riders, fatalities are 1 in every 7,000 riders, where males are 1 in every 5.
But Virginia motorcycle statistics are improving across the board. AAA says that motorcycle fatalities are down by 33%, and in the Commonwealth, that's a 4-year low. Rob Lawrence, Richmond Ambulance Authority's Chief Operating Officer, says 2 things are contributing to the decline.
One, clearly the excellent rider training programs that are out there in the Commonwealth, and 2, riders being aware of their own safety now.
Rider Alert provides first responders with a rider's medical information. Dan Fellow says the program is essential in saving a life.
If you're in pain and they have to administer morphine or some other drug, you may be allergic to it and it may have an adverse reaction. So at least with the card, they know what you typically will not need or what would harm you in your treatment.
Tawana says she's hoping more women will get on their bikes and ride.
A lot of times people tell us that we can't do this. So, you know, you get out, and if it's something that you want to do, you embrace it.
For CBS 6 News, I'm Kima Scott. E-cigarettes, a growing trend with adult smokers, now becoming more popular with young teenagers, and Congress is being pressed to regulate them.
It has grown exponentially since it's been on the market.
Richard Foster with the Virginia Foundation for Healthy Use says part of the problem is the marketing.
They are able to get around some of the restrictions that the traditional tobacco products have in place.
And a recent congressional report says it's a problem. Congress says e-cigarette manufacturers are characterizing flavors like watermelon bubblegum and Tutti Frutti in order to appeal to younger children and teens under 18. Chris Dooley, co-owner of Richmond Vape, says there is a misconception about e-cigarettes.
I'm actually not aware of any direct marketing by e-liquid makers to any age group, let alone minors.
Dooley says the huge assortment of flavors and products for e-cigarettes is there to give his adult customers variety with smoking.
You can see where that would be attractive to a child.
But Foster says that variety is just drawing teens in.
1 in 5 of those kids surveyed nationally said that they had not even tried a regular cigarette.
Police say 29-year-old Kelly Muncie raided lockers for credit cards and other personal belongings at this ACAC gym in Midlothian, all while her kids played in the kids zone there. The mother of 2, who is a member of that gym, allegedly stole wallets, credit cards, and cell phones from 6 victims, and now she faces charges of
larceny, grand larceny, and credit card theft.
Serious charges that police say could give her jail time. Police say soon after Muncie stole those credit cards, she came here to Midlothian, went on a shopping spree, including one here at this Walmart. Chesterfield police were able to identify Muncie from surveillance video that captured her using her victims' credit cards. One of those alleged victims, who chooses to remain anonymous, tells CBS 6 she feels violated after police say her credit card was stolen and used by Muncie.
I'm not surprised.
Don Baker, who lives nearby, says people should be more careful than what they are at the gym.
They're too trusting and they leave everything for granted.
He also says this doesn't just serve as a message to gym members, but it lets criminals know they're not invincible or above the law.
No matter how good you think you are, eventually it's going to catch up with you.
Kelly Muncie will be back in court June 25th, but for now, management at the ACAC says this should serve as a good reminder to lock your things up whenever you go to the gym. In Chesterfield, I'm Kima Scott for CBS 6 News.